Terrell Thomas, These Urban Times. I'm sitting down with a gentleman, a familiar face that you may have seen before. I've spoken with him over the years about things he's done in music. We've grown to build a great relationship as friends and a great relationship in the business world and in the industry. And he's went and taken his talents and he's just doing an array of great things right now. We're going to talk to him about several things today, but today and right now, we're going to talk to him about some things that are going on in our financial world, in the world of stocks, something that I've seen a lot of young African Americans and just young people in general beginning to research and beginning to learn a lot more about. So it'd be great to sit down and speak with you today to get some insight and be able to give some of our audience some insight as well. Directed by Irby. How you feeling today, sir?
Man, I'm good. Appreciate you for having me, man. I'm good. I'm blessed.
Thank you. Now you're sitting down with us today, and you're speaking on behalf of stock options snipers.
Yes, sir.
What exactly are or what exactly is the stock option snipers?
Got you. So the stock option snipers, we're a community of traders who specify options trading and teaching. So we really just help a lot of traders become familiar with options. We help them grow with options. We teach them with options. We also do equities as well, but we just more so of a group, just a training group, a helping group to help everybody get to where they want to go when it comes to the financial sector.
So we see a lot of people nowadays, they're downloading different apps and things, and they're trying to get more knowledge in the stock world. What have you seen as far as young people, middle age people, kind of just becoming beginners and looking to learn about the stock market and how the stock market actually works?
So a lot of beginning traders, I see a lot of FOMO, what we call fear of missing out. Fear of missing out. I see a lot of people running the meme stocks and stocks that go up real fast, that's real volatile. And what we do here at the Option Snipers is we actually teach people how to avoid those pitfalls, how to avoid those losses, and how to really gain access to the stock market tools that you need to have in order to grow as a trader, in order to grow your financial wealth, in order to see something in the long term. We don't really more so think about the short term. We think about the long term and helping people become traders, helping people help their family become wealthy and things of that nature. So, what I see with a lot of beginners is just not taking the time to really try to learn, to really try to teach themselves what's going on with the stock market. It's not extremely hard. You can put in a few hours a day, a few hours a month, just to really learn these certain things and these certain terminologies that could really build your account and build wealth at the end of the day.
Okay. So how exactly do you help members with trading?
So what we do is, excuse me. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah. So what we do is we teach them. We teach them from beginning to end. So we teach them how to enter the stock market. We teach them what platforms to use, the terminology and things of that nature. We teach them charting. We teach them ethics. We teach them mental stability, because a lot of people don't even realize that with the stock market, a lot of the stock market is mental stability. It's mental health. Because these stocks can go up, these stocks can go down. So becoming a trader, just fresh off the street or fresh off your job or wherever you're coming from, becoming a trader, seeing these pitfalls and seeing these things go up and down and the volatility and things of that nature, it can be mentally draining. It can be extremely mentally draining, and you can lose a lot of money just by, jumping into a trade or jumping out of a trade. So what we like to do is we like to start from beginning and take traders to the end, and just really see them grow as traders.
Okay. Throughout, I'll say 2020 and the beginning of 2021, how have you seen the stock market shift? Of course, with the pandemic, and then us, we're still in the pandemic, of course, but we're seeing a lot of things open up, and our financial streams are beginning to open up as well. How have you seen things shift over the last year or so?
Things have shifted crazy. To be honest with you, I actually started, I was into stocks for a long time. I didn't really take any trades. I really didn't do a lot of stuff, but the pandemic sat me down and really put me in front of a computer and put me in front of teaching tools and tools to teach myself. And what actually ended up happening, how I connected with the option snipers, is I was on Instagram one day, and I think I got a friend request or a DM. It was like, hey, the option snipers want to follow you. So so I followed them. We started connecting. We started talking. I joined their Telegram. Became real cool with a few of the admins. They ended up becoming my mentors. So when they became my mentors, we just really started to dig deep inside of trading, and they were teaching me a lot, and they were teaching me a lot of things. So as they taught me a lot of things, I started to see how the market went up and down. I started to see the difference. The difference I started to see is now, after the pandemic, when everybody started to go back to work, when a lot of these stocks started to level out, and you started to see that a lot of these stocks were overstretched, or a lot of these stocks were just hype stocks from people just sitting home and guessing, hey, I think this is going to go up. Hey, I think that is going to go up. So the change that I really have seen is the younger traders are coming in, and they don't care about technicals. They don't care about anything. They don't care about bank balance sheets. They don't care about, what the company's doing. They just say, hey, this is stock that I want. It sounds good. It looks good. So let's trade it. So to a certain extent, you have to learn how to adapt to that, because a lot of people want to go off technicals. A lot of people want to say, hey, this is not right, that is not right. But sometimes you just have to go with the swing. So to answer your question, what I've seen change within the year is really just learning how to trade off momentum, really just trade off what's going on in the market, what people are saying, and things of that nature. So I would say momentum.
Okay. How did you get involved? How did you get involved with everything that's going on? I know you said you reached out, online, but from how you got involved, how did you dig so deep, and how can others get involved?
10,000 hours. I'm a real advocate for 10,000 hours. If you want to become great at anything, you have to spend 10,000 hours on it. You have to actually take the time to really dig deep and say, hey, this is what I want to learn. This is where I want to be. So for me, I really dug into the books. I dug into YouTube. I dug into leaning on my mentors and asking them 1,000 questions. I would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and have full out 2-hour sessions with my mentor at 5 o'clock in the morning when the market just opened. And then when the market closed, I'm having another 2-hour session with my mentor. I'm talking to my mentor every single day, just to try to learn, to try to dig deep into it. So, for any trader that's coming into the game or coming into the stock market, I would say you really, really have to find you a mentor, find you a great mentor, not a mentor that hit lucky, that just say, hey, look, this is 1,000% and we're going to do this on every trade. No, because the market is not going to be green every day. It is going to be red. It is going to get tiring. It is going to get, you're going to lose money. You're going to lose money. It's not going to go up every day. So you just really have to dig deep inside and really try to find you a mentor and try to learn, try to, pick up some books, pick up some YouTube things. What we do in the Option Snipers is we actually have an education channel. And within that education channel, all of us admins, the 7 of us all together, we continuously learn. We continuously put charts in there. We continuously put YouTube videos. We continuously put CNBC articles and things of that nature, so members can understand that we're learning every day. Even my mentors, he's been trading for over 15 years, and he tells you right now, he'll tell me right now, hey, if you know something, teach me something, because I'm teachable every single day. No matter how long I've been in the market, I'm teachable every day. And this is somebody that's made buku money. This is somebody that's been trading for 15 years. And he says, hey, Irby, if you have something that you can teach me, then let me listen, let me learn. So you also have to be open, no matter how much knowledge you have, no matter how much you think that you know about the stock market. You have to come in with the attitude that I am teachable every single day.
Very well said. Do you think that the stock market and learning how to trade and things of that nature is becoming a fad, or do you think people are really starting to take it seriously? Because you see, as we kind of started this in the beginning of it, you see a lot of younger folk who are just doing it for the apps and the quick turnaround. But then you do have people like yourself who are really diving into the world and learning about the world. So from what you've seen so far, do you feel like it's more of a fad, or do you feel like folks are really taking it seriously?
I believe there's a perception of a fad. I think people do not understand how serious the stock market is. I don't think people understand what they're actually buying. I don't think people understand what they're actually doing. So I do think that it's a fad. I think on the other side of the fad that there is some people who want to be serious. There are some people who want to really dig deep inside of this and understand. But I think on the surface level, when it comes to social media and it comes to all of this other things that play that play into it, it really makes it seem like it's a fad. And a lot of people don't understand that you can make some real money off this. You can make some great money off this. You can live off this. You do not have to have a job. You don't, or even if you do have a job, you know, we have a lot of admins that actually work an actual job. They'll come in for 2 seconds, make a trade, walk away from it, come back 6 months later, collect their $2,500 and keep it moving. You know, so you could play it as a fad if you want to. You could play it as, hey, look, I'm in AMC or I'm in GameStop, and oh, it seems so good that you can post it on social media. But what are you doing after that? What are you doing consistently throughout the year? I see a lot of people posting, hey, I made $2,000 on 2,000% on AMC. Hedge funds don't make 2,000% on all of their stocks throughout a whole year. What you did was a fad. What you did was something that was, something that was out of this world. But what do you do with that money after you gain that? Are you going to go sit there and blow the 2,000% that you had trying to guess a stock or run to a stock that's going high or whatever the situation may be? So yeah, some may have started as a fad, but when you actually get that money and you gain that capital, what are you going to do at that point? Because these are situations that you could put yourself in for retirement. These are, situations that you could put yourself in for your family to have generational wealth and things of that nature. So, like I said, I do think a lot of people take it as a fad. And at the same time, I think there's a lot of people that want to take it serious, but I think trying to cut through all of the BS and things of that nature just deters people from saying, hey, I don't want to learn this. This is too much, So I think that's what ended up happening.
What is the $300 to $1 million challenge?
Man, a lot of people ask that when they join the group. So the $300 to $1 million challenge is, we started with $300. Okay. We're trading strictly options, and 45 winning trades will be at $1 million, taking 20%. Taking 20% from each trade. So we're not looking to get 100% from each trade. We're not looking to get 200% from each trade. We're literally starting with $300, and in 45 trades, we're taking 20% at each trade, and then 45 winning trades will be at $1 million. It's a fun challenge. It's a challenge that the members love. It's a challenge that I love personally, because you're starting with $300. What's the worst that you can lose? We're starting with $300. We're taking it to $1 million. We're on trade 8 now, and I think we're at $1,200 at this point. So we're doubled our money. So we're playing with house money from here on out. We're playing with house money from $1,200, well, from $600 technically. We're playing with house money all the way up to $1 million. And also what it does is it teaches a lot of traders that you do not have to come into the stock market and throw $1,000 in. You don't have to come and throw $50,000 in. A lot of times people are scared from trading because they say, hey, I don't have enough money. I don't have $50,000. I don't have $10,000. But they do not understand that it's a slow grind. For me, I have a background of hustling. We all know that. If you watch the interviews with me and you, or, if you speak to me in the street or whatever the situation may be, I have a hustling background. That is what I did. That's what I did most of my life. That's how I am. So I use that same sentiment in the stock market. And, just when it comes to hustling and things of that nature, if you start with $300, you take it to $1 million, you good. I doubled my money. I flipped my money, and no matter how long it takes, I started with $300. Even if we go to $10,000 and we lose on the trade and go back to $5,000, we still made over $4,700 at that point. Even we're at $1,200 now, and even if we go back to $300 now, what did I lose? So I think I think what it's going to do is going to teach a lot of members that you do not have to start with a crazy account. If you stay disciplined in the things that you're doing, if you stay disciplined in the teaching that you have, if you take your gains at 20% like we do, most of our options, we love to take at 20%. That's what we do. Take it at 20%, we'll play with another stock. Take it at 20%, we'll play with another stock. There's no reason for us to risk it going to 50% or going to 1,000% and then losing that. As my mentor always says, you gain a little, you gain a little, you gain a little, and then you turn around. Next thing you know, you're sitting on $10,000. You're sitting on $20,000. And this is something that you can do, and you don't have to sit and look at the stock market every day. You can start the challenge right now, and hey, we'll put in the option, and you come back a week from now, sell the option, and keep it moving. So that's our $300 million challenge. We hope to get there. We have about 125 members that's actually in the challenge with us. So we're looking to make 125 millionaires, and hopefully from this interview, a few people want to join after that, and we can make 500 millionaires.
If there are people who are watching this interview and they decide that they want to join after, if they want to reach out to you and try to find out how you could be a mentor, or how they can pick your brain and learn more in the stock world, how do they go about doing so?
What you can do is you can go on Instagram, you go on Facebook to the option snipers, to the stock option snipers, excuse me, because there is another option sniper. So you can go to the stock option snipers. You can follow us on Instagram, on Twitter. You can follow us on Facebook. We also have a Discord channel that you guys can join. That's where you'll be able to enter the $300 million challenge. That's where you'll be able to find you a mentor. That's where you'll be able to actually find teaching materials and things of that nature. And if you're watching this, we actually have a I think it's a $10 off code for These Urban Times. So if you type in These Urban Times 20, you will have a $10 off of your membership.
That's very dope right there. That's very, very dope. Irby, once again, thank you for sitting down with us and giving us some information about the stock world. Is there anything you want people to take from today's conversation before we depart? Is there anything you want them to take about the stock market, how serious it is, and just even about young African-American males being involved and educated and informed?
Listen, one thing that I will always say, and I tell the group members this all the time: to be a young African-American felon, and to have these guys from different nationalities embrace me, teach me, mentor me, help me. And then even the members are from different nationalities, different age ranges and things of that nature. And they look to me for guidance and look for me to say, hey, Irby, can you teach me this? Irby, can you teach me that? So I just wanted to let the young African-American males know that, don't be scared to get out there and jump and do it. The same tactics that you use in the streets, the same tactics that you use for anything else, you can use those same tactics here in the stock market. There's no judgment. There's nothing that somebody will say, hey, you can't do this, or hey, you can't do that. Like I said, we have people from different walks of life, different nationalities, all this other stuff. So I just say that get out there and do it. Invest your money, man, and really get to a place where you can create generational wealth. You can create wealth for yourself. You can create your own job. This is something that you don't have to wait on anybody else for. This is something that you can do on your own. This is something that you can take the money that you use for miscellaneous stuff and take a few dollars and flip it here and flip it there. So, just really invest, learn, and, grow wealth.
It's a pleasure to sit down with you today, sir. I'll be hitting you up for damn sure. Continue to learn more about the stock world. Once again, let our audience know the social media so they can follow immediately following the interview.
Yup, the option snipers, man. The option snipers on everything. Spelled regular. Just you guys go check us out. Come on over to Discord. Like I said, type in These Urban Times 20. You get a 7-day free trial, and you also get $10 off your yearly subscription. So come on with it, y'all.
Much love, man. Be safe out here.
You know it.